So in the mending summer, something I noticed that just struck me a little bit curious is that you're very specific about food, particularly the food that Aunt Marigold is cooking. So I feel like we always know what she's cooking, which I noticed myself hungrier than usual as I was reading the mending summer. Is that something specific for this story, or is that something that follows you through all of your writing?
So food is actually a subject that is very of a lot of interest to scholars of children's literature, the way that it is used in stories for children. And to me, I think those descriptions of food is a form of comfort, of giving comfort to the reader. So to get back to your last question about, balancing the darkness with, lighter strokes, that is one way of doing it. Like, it sounds silly, but when we read a description of a meal that is hot and prepared with love and home cooking, like, it does make us relax a little bit and connect to, the places in our memories and experiences where we've had meals like that. And we just kind of have that like sigh of like, oh yeah, I know that meal. I love that meal. So yes, it's intentional. And I do think that more people have commented on it in the Mending Summer than my other books, but maybe that's because I was pregnant when I wrote this book. And so I was like, my instincts around food were like very finely honed. I thought about it a lot.
That 100% makes sense. I feel that sentiment, yes. And then I know Aunt Marigold, when we first meet her, is reading As I Lay Dying. And I thought, well, Aunt Marigold could be reading any book. So anytime a book title is mentioned specifically for adults, I wonder, because presumably your younger readers might not yet have experienced the joy of Faulkner. Why that book of all the books that Aunt Marigold could be reading?
Yeah, I wish that there was like a really deep answer to this question, but I am not a Faulkner fan. It just it stood out to me as a book that would resonate with Aunt Marigold because it is about the hardship of being in a family and the sacrifices that you make. And that's something that is a defining experience for her. But it's definitely not an endorsement for readers of this age group to go out and get their hands on all the Faulkner that they can. Although, if that's their thing, great. I think I mentioned O. Henry also in this book. And one or the other, my editor queried and said, like, do we, like, kids aren't really going to know this. Should we leave this in? And then my other editor who works on my book said, like, yeah, I think it's okay. Like, let's leave it in. If kids don't know it, they don't know it. Maybe they look it up. So, yeah.